Hi, my name's David Crowder and I'm from the Building Research Establishment. Today I gave a presentation on some of the incidents that have occurred involving social housing blocks. In particular looking at the trends that have emerged in terms of the way that these buildings get put together and some of the findings that we've had from our investigations of fires that have occurred in these buildings.
I know there's been a lot of controversy over statute of limitations kind of thing to do with talking about specifically about Lakenhall House, but yeah. I mean, was that kind of feeding into there?
Lakenhall House is going to be covered later on today. We're doing a 1-hour session on the findings that have come out from the inquest. It has caused a lot of interest in the fire community. There's a lot that can be learnt from the incident and to try and avoid these kinds of tragedies occurring again in the future. So what I'm going to run through towards the end of the day is a brief summary of the key points in terms of how the incident unfolded and the key points in terms of the way that the building was put together and how these were identified during the course of the inquest and how we can take lessons from those and try and work them back into the way that we put buildings together in the future to avoid this tragedy repeating itself in the future.
I mean, do you think the amount of publicity around the verdict in the national media, which was pretty significant for a case like this, for a fire that happened so many years ago, do you think that kind of publicity has benefited the fire safety industry, or has it perhaps tarnished the image somewhat?
I think that the media coverage of Lakenhall has been helpful in some respects. It's always difficult, particularly having been involved in the investigation. You're very limited in terms of what you can talk about for very good reason. You have to keep the information well guarded until it can be presented in court and go through the appropriate channels. That being said, the media coverage is helpful because it does shine a spotlight on these particular kinds of issues. They're not things that are particularly easy to talk about, but highlighting the kinds of problems that occurred in Lakenhall and the potential implications when people don't carry through the work that they're supposed to be doing into full execution, don't do it properly. Understanding the consequences that can come out of that is extremely important, and actually putting a spotlight on that is a useful way of taking on those lessons and ensuring that the industry can move forward and build upon that tragedy and try to ensure that it doesn't happen again in the future.